Hello and welcome to Ant RC. Terry here, and an update for my Cross RC trailer. It's now complete. The last video that you saw, it had been sprayed and the axles had been done and the chassis had been done, but it hadn't been put together. So now we are together and it is rolling, nice and smooth. It's gone together really well. The killer body boxes are secured in place. They're just screwed in. There's a hole in the front here that goes down through the trailer, which will be for my lighting kit. So this will house everything. What I'm going to be doing is, I was going to run the rear lights off a 9-volt battery, but I'm going to put a Beck in here and a little plain RX to give me multiple channels, because I intend to put quite a few lights on this trailer. In the first instance, I've got 2 yellow beacons that are going to go in either corner here, that are flashing yellow beacons, and everything is going to run from a LiPo in there with a Beck and the rear light. So yes, it looks pretty cool. Now, one thing that I'm quite surprised at and pleased about is that the trailer self-balances. Now, Andrew was convinced that the trailer would topple and just fall over, but obviously it's been balanced perfectly. Nothing surprises me anymore, to be honest with you. Cross RC, I am a bit of a fanboy, as I've said before. Everything I've built of theirs seems to be very good, and that's brilliant. I did have images of it, or thoughts of it, going forwards and backwards, so that's fantastic. I have used, instead of the kit wheels, I have used, I think I mentioned this during the build, the wheels from my Cross RC MC6 kit. So these are the metal bead locks, and I've used those to make it a little bit more stable. I think they're slightly heavier. They should hopefully, make the suspension work a bit harder, keep it more planted. I was worried about these trailers kind of bouncing around all over the place, which they will do if it's empty, but I shall be running it loaded most of the time. So it's got mud guards on the back, which is fantastic. I've actually, because Andrew's been on at me, I've put in the hubs as well, because I didn't use those on the original model, and I'm not using these wheels either. There's some different wheels and rims now, so that's why I didn't use them. And also I tend to be taking wheels on and off, and I don't like the idea of having to pull these in and out. So the trailer, hopefully, I don't intend to be swapping wheels out, so yes, they're painted. I've hooked this up to the truck. I will put a photograph on this video in the corner, and it looks amazing. As we said, as I said, the trailer bed is exactly the same width and size as the flatbed on the MC6. So it just works really nicely. It's all symmetrical. It looks really good. It looks like it's meant to be there. It's designed to be there, as it should be. The suspension, it's quite stiff. I like my suspension quite soft. I don't like bouncy trucks. I do, again, trust Cross RC because the suspension on the MC6 is fantastic. If you haven't watched the build videos, I suggest you go and have a quick look. But yeah, it has got underneath here, it has got dampers as well as leaf springs, and they do seem nice and soft. So I'm hoping that once the trailer is loaded up, because I'm assuming that it'd be designed to be loaded up, that it will react nicely to suspension movements and having some weight. There is the ability to put another towing eye on the back here. That's if you wish to daisy chain some trailers, and I will do that most certainly. Now, almost the elephant in the room. What on earth is this ugly contraption sticking off the side of the trailer? Well, excuse me, got a bit of a man cold at the moment, hence the cough. This is my camera mount. I am quite keen if doing camera mounts. If you haven't looked at the MC6 or the Cross RC onboard night run, I think it's called, on the channel, it went up today, so that's Sunday, the 3rd of March. Please check it out, because I've got some really cool mounts running out underneath the flatbed or actually the petrol tanks of the MC6, and it gives a really, really cool close-up view of the wheels. So this, I wanted something that wasn't too close. The camera I use is really light, and it's a fantastic little camera. The original Runcam, it's a silver one, and it was about £50, full HD, and actually in low light, I think it's better than my GoPro, which I can't believe. I've got a GoPro Hero 3 Black, which is good, don't get me wrong, but the Runcam seems better in low light. The other good thing about the Runcam is it's really light, and you can just stick some Velcro on this mount here, or any surface, and plonk it on. Some strong Velcro, and away it goes. And it's brilliant. I think it's 120-degree field of view. So the feeling was, or the idea is to have the camera on the outside here, kind of pointing inwards, so you get a shot of the trailer load, and also the truck as well, going up ahead, and the truck steering, and the trailer and truck kind of, you know, pivoting around the axle. Sorry, the tow bar mount. I just want to experience and play with different camera mounts to keep things, you know, interesting for people watching the channel, because this is our sole aim really. Whilst we love the hobby, we also love entertaining people, and we hope that people would, you know, will enjoy watching our videos. So, if you got any comments about that, please let us know. I think different camera angles are key, rather than watching the same angle over and over again. So how did I mount it? Well, this actually is a 3D printed ramp from a 1/10 trailer I've got that I use for the TRX4. So I don't use the ramps really, so they didn't fit. The moulding wasn't quite right, so these were kind of spare. So it's quite good because it's quite solid, but it's got some flex in it as well. So underneath, we've got a bolt running here that then connects to this little tiny L bracket, and the L bracket is then bolted into the side bed of the trailer. Now I did originally want to put screws in there and then run this underneath and have it bolted underneath. That worked okay, and the holes for those were here, so they were just going to go straight through. But in practice, mounting those up and screwing them on is a nightmare, and I don't want this on all the time, because I mean, you're trailing and crawling, that's going to get hung up. So it's not going on all the time. Excuse me, it's for special occasions only, and when I want to use it. So I was sitting there scratching my head thinking, oh, you know, I don't like that, it's too much of a fiddle, take too long, and I probably won't use it. I need an option that is quick. You know, it doesn't matter if it doesn't look pretty, but I can put it on and off as and when I need. And there's no bolt on the end of this. I've drilled the hole so it's tight enough so that it will just tighten up into the actual side bed of the trailer. Now, obviously the only bad thing is it doesn't look very nice. When this isn't in place, I'm going to put the screw back in. Over time, when the hole gets big, I'll have to put a nut on the back of it, I'm sure. But this trailer is going to be weathered. I'm going to weather it, and I'm also going to weather that bolt. So it's not really going to stand out. But it's worth it, I think, for the level of footage that we're going to get, because I can also obviously face this backwards and have a shot of Andrew's truck or whatever, or face it inwards, or I can stick my GoPro on here and look at the load bed as it's driving along and get a kind of a diagonal shot across here. So I think it's going to look pretty cool. It does look wobbly, but when you've actually got the camera on and you push it forwards and backwards, it's fine. The mount's okay. I've tested it and it works fine. So looking forward to that. So it won't be long before I run this for the first time. Excuse me. I've got some mounting hooks to go in here. I haven't revealed what's going on the load bed yet, but I will do another video fairly soon. I'm not going to run it empty, so when I do the first run, you will see what's going in it. It's quite exciting, and I'm sure it will look fantastic. So yeah, the kit's been a success. The camera mount, I'm really pleased with. It's something I've had in my eye and planned for ages. I may do another hole here so I can mount it at the front and get a kind of close-up shot of my truck. Because I tend to do a lot of the camera mounts, it's the MC8 which is on video a lot. Now this, because Andrew doesn't seem keen, unsurprisingly, to cut holes in his trailers and cab and everything else, but that's fine. So this should get some decent footage of the MC6, because I know that footage is a bit lacking of it, and it's mostly the MC8, which is no bad thing really, to be honest. But I hope you like what you see. Again, another update coming soon. I'm looking forward to running it properly, because I've only run it in the garden so far, so I'm looking forward to getting it out on the trail. And I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. If you haven't seen the unboxing and the build video, please do go and check them out. They're on our channel, as is Andrew's trailer as well. And we'll catch you soon. Thanks for watching, and please like and subscribe, and catch up soon. Bye for now.